Welcome in, baseball fans, and here in New York, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks taking on the New York Yankees. First pitch coming your way next. All right, just about set to go. And starting this one, Carlos Carrasco.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Ready to go. Now it's going to be Corbin Carroll.
Corbin Carroll.
That's off the inside corner. And we are underway.
First pitch, 7:05.
In the air, out towards right center. Goldie brings it in, and there's one down. Time to take a look at the Diamondbacks lineup. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Ketel Marte up to the plate. Marte goes 6'1", 31 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. And the first pitch misses for ball one. And the right-hander deals, and that's fouled off. Here's a 1-1. And he grounds one to the right side. And foul ball. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one carrying. That'll make it out of here. He'll touch them all. His first homer of the year. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
One down. And now the right fielder, Pavin Smith. Out towards left center. Dominguez sizing this one up. Nabs it. 2 away now.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 22, Josh
2 outs,
Naylor.
base is empty. Josh Naylor stands in now for the Diamondbacks. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Fastball is outside. Just missed. Next pitch is outside. Swung on, belted. That's back there. Tattooed to Tater Town and gone. He sends it out of here. It's their second home run of the inning, and they tack one on the board. It's 2-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs, base is empty. That one misses, and it's 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And he grounds one back up the middle. Jazz tosses to first. That's the 3rd out. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 2-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back for more from the Bronx. And our pitcher in this game, Corbin Burnes. Chris, how about a scouting report?
He's someone you can rely on to provide quality innings in almost every one of his starts, Boog. He knows how to command the mound. His stuff is good, and sometimes it's even better than good. If he gets off to a fast start, look out. It could be a tough day for this lineup.
And now the center fielder, Paul Goldschmidt.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And strike 2.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Here comes Cody Bellinger. Bellinger's an interesting example when you talk about scouting and development. I mean, this is a guy now that has turned into one of the premier power hitters in the sport. He was a 4th-round pick out of Hamilton High School in Chandler, Arizona in 2013. He hit 1 homer his senior year. And that misses. And now 3-0. Just a few pitches in, but not very sharp on the mound in the home half of the first.
Boog, when you can score some runs for your pitcher in that first inning, you really want him to come out and shut that other team down so you guys can get back in the dugout and swing the bats. You've obviously got some hot sticks in the early part of this one.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one. Punched out the first 2 hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
Aaron Judge at the plate now. That's ball 1. Two outs. That one found hard the other way.
Two balls, 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
And now it's filled up. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the first. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Second inning coming up in the Bronx. It's the Diamondbacks 2 and the Yankees nothing. Back in the Bronx, second inning set to go. Now the D-backs catcher, Gabriel Moreno. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard for a hitter to get on time with it.
Sends it across to first. One up, one down.
Batting seventh, the designated hitter, Jake McCarthy.
So now here's the DH, Jake McCarthy, looking for his first big league hit right here. And that one pulled foul. One out, base is empty. And that is in for a strike. And it's 0-2.
This guy at the dish excels in two-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Caught him looking for the K. Alec Thomas now. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Goldie settles underneath it and puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. Nothing doing here this half. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Diamondbacks 2 and the Yankees nothing. Back at Yankee Stadium, bottom of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Boog, anytime we broadcast a game with Burns pitching, we expect to see a lot of strikeouts. His ability to fool hitters, it's a real gift, man, and he generates swings and misses thanks to that filthy slider of his. The best way to hit that slider is just don't miss the fastball.
Close one, doesn't get the call. 2-0.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Right through there for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Well, that's a pitch, that slider from an opposite-handed pitcher that you usually see very well, but for some reason he didn't pick it up, and it just kind of got into the strike zone late, gave up on it a little bit early.
Now at the plate, Anthony Volpe. Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play. The 0-1. And a swing and a miss.
0-2. That's out.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Next pitch is outside. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Austin Wells stands in now and watches strike 1. Two down, nobody on.
2.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Two outs. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Now 1-2.
0-2 count. You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
Missed inside with the curve. That missed by a lot. And that's ball 3.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Grinding AB right here. About to see pitch number 10. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes out the side for the second time today. Yanks held in check. They trail it here 2-0. On to the 3rd inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Geraldo Perdomo. Carrasco back to work. That one's upstairs, ball 1. All right, so Monument Park out there in center field at Yankee Stadium. Have you gotten a chance to check that out?
Boog, I have seen it more after my playing career than I did as a player. But as a broadcaster, many times entering and exiting through the center field fence, particularly in the playoffs, get a chance to take a glimpse over. And I got to say, you do get some goosebumps.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it, on to first. Gets him. One away on a drop 3rd strike.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
So back to the top of the Arizona lineup. Corbin Carroll, the next to hit. Fought off foul. That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Out towards right center field. Judge getting an angle on it. And it's caught for the out.
The batter, the second baseman, Ketel Marte.
2 down, bases empty. And now Ketel Marte. He's already homered in this game. First pitch misses.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Right side, hard hit. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. They're up 2-0. Back at Yankee Stadium, digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Jason Dominguez. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And there's one away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Ben Rice. Pitch is in there. Strike 1.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive. And that just misses.
Tough to take a 2-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. That's down and in. That one not close. And the count is filled up. And not close, easy take ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
When you go that deep into an at-bat, the hitter usually comes out on top.
So digging in, Oswaldo Cabrera. And a slider in the outside corner for a strike. Here comes the 0-1. And that's through there for a strike. Next pitch is inside. Now 1-2. Rice over at first with one away. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. So the lineup flips over. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Struck out swinging his first time. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
That misses the zone. 2-1. That one fouled off. And a swing and a miss. Strikeout number 8. 1 left for the Yankees. They trail things here 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Start of the 4th, and here is Pavin Smith. The pitch. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got a leadoff double in the 4th.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now it's Josh Naylor. He's already homered here in this one. Pitch misses there. Outside. Ball 1. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. Another homer. He's done it again. His 2nd homer of the game. And they add on. It's 4-0. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Next to hit for Arizona, Eugenio Suarez. Grounded out his first time up. High fly ball out towards left field. That's back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Singing 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game. And, you know, before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan. And he said to me, "Hey, kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit."
Moreno batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1.
So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2 when I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me and said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
2 outs, base is empty. Jake McCarthy stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. 2 down, nobody on. And a foul ball. And the 0-2 stays alive. 0-2 now. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
And that skips into dirt.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single.
Brings it in for the 3rd out. D-backs at a pair on the homer. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back in New York, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Cody Bellinger. And a curve is down and in.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders' inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And there's one down. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. And
the right fielder,
they have this new ballpark that is absolutely gorgeous, but there's still some of that old school feel to it. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back. And that one is off the wall. And Aaron Judge cruising into second. He's got a double.
Yeah, you have to connect the past with the present, and they did a really nice job of the Monument Park out there where you can go and walk through and see the legends. This is New York. It is the greatest city, I would say, in the country, if not the world. So you expect them to build a ballpark that's going to be incredibly rich in that tradition.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. And that is downstairs. And that's ball 1. What about as a left-handed hitter and how short that porch is in right field? Were you ever tempted to just try and think in terms of leaning on something as a left-handed hitter and just trying to yank it over the right field wall?
I don't think.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Lunging, but it gets down. And the throw's offline, safe at 3rd.
You have to try to stay within your approach, but you do know that, hey, if you pull something, there's a good chance of it getting out.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. His first at-bat was a strikeout. Swing and a little roller right side. And that's just foul. Swing and a liner foul off to the right.
One thing for me over the years, watching how right-handed hitters have tailored and changed their swing so that they could take advantage of the dimensions in right.
Pitch gets away. Chisholm up to second, runner at 3rd, hold, so both runners are now in scoring position.
Well, that could end up being pretty costly right there. They had the double play set up as a way to get out of the inning, but instead it becomes a big strikeout situation with 2 in scoring position.
Misses,
Outside, that's a
and
ball.
it's 2-2.
Look at Derek Jeter. He's a classic example of someone that wasn't looking to pull the ball, but he could hit some home runs to right field, so was able to flex the muscles at times. But
that's
a
foul.
lot of his 3,000-plus base hits were hit the opposite way in both the old ballpark and here in the newer Yankee Stadium.
See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch.
The
Tailing
pitcher,
away from the
number
hitter,
28,
blowing away with some
Austin.
good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous two-strike pitch.
Wells
That's
in the
outside.
box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
Hey.
That one ripped. Gone. Third home run of the season. It's 4-3.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Base is empty with 2 away. Jason Dominguez will hit next. 0 for 1. Popped out foul to the catcher his first time up. Just missed.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
2 outs. Ripped on the ground to second. Tosses to first. That ends the frame. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now a 4-3 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back in the Bronx,
Leading off
here's
for
the center
Arizona,
fielder,
the center
Alec
fielder,
Thomas.
number 5, Alec Thomas.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Ball 1, no strikes.
And another
2-0.
ball.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Late on that fastball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Just misses with that one. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Next to hit, Geraldo Perdomo. 0 for 1 so far. That's a strike across the top of the zone. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Will Warren getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Hedrick, the lefty, warming up as well. And that one almost got him.
balls, 1 strike.
Now pitching for the
Brent
Yankees,
Hedrick, ready or not,
Number
in the game
97.
now after the injury.
Brent.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for
Hedrick.
quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Fouls one off. 2-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Thomas aboard here at first with nobody out. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Love how he became a
The left
really
fielder,
tough
number
out with
7,
2 strikes right
Corbin
there. Pitch was
Hill.
in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with a pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the left fielder, Corbin Carroll. Outside low, 1-0. First and second, no outs. And we're at the top of the 5th. Next offering upstairs.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners
2 balls,
on.
no
2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
That one
Ball
missed.
3.
Now 3-0. Fastball for a strike. That one hit to right. And it stays fair. The throw home. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. It's 5-3.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Here's Ketel Marte.
Well, the way these two teams have battled in this game, you know you need more. Got to continue to add runs if you're going to get out of here with a win.
That one
Ball
off the mark, and that is ball 1.
You know, these D-backs really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in, so I'd say mission accomplished.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. In comes the run from third to add on. It's an RBI single, and they're up by 3.
Comes through with the RBI. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
Next up for the Diamondbacks, Pavin Smith, 1 for 2. And there's a foul ball. No outs. Runners at first and third. That one
ball,
way outside.
2 strikes.
Going to count 1 and 2. Got him looking for the K. He's got to be frustrated with that call.
Got a little bit of a questionable call on that fastball right there. It appeared to miss off the outside just a little bit, according to the electronic strike zone. But that's the type of location where you kind of have to understand that it's close enough to where you don't want to put the fate of your at-bat in the hands of the umpire. He did, and it got burned.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Here's Josh Naylor. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
Still only one out here in the inning.
Runner.
There goes the runner. Swing and a miss. Throw there. Safe. Two on, one out. Ground ball up the middle. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
Well, you're already down in the game, and not just by a couple. And then that error allows a run to score. And this is where things can really start to fall apart. As a team, they need to pick themselves up, find a way to play better baseball the rest of the way.
2 on, 1 out. Suarez now at the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. Clips the corner, and that is strike one. And that's downstairs and outside.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
The 1-1 is fouled off. In the dirt, but kept close. But no advance from the runners. And that one hammered. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. One run across. Relay throw home. In there. He's safe. And it's 9-3.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Put a really
Gabriel.
nice balanced swing on it. And when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box. And he'll feel real good about that one.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Brent Hedrick won't go any further, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching
Yoendrys Gomez taking over on the mound.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score. 1 out, runner at second. Gabriel Moreno getting ready to hit. There's the strike. And that is out of play. Oh, 0-2 now. Cut out and miss, struck him out. And now 2 gone.
Now batting.
And now the
Designated
DH,
hitter,
Jake McCarthy.
McCarthy.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
1-0.
There's the strike. 95 of that one. Next
Ball,
pitch inside.
inside.
Now 2 balls and a strike. Right through there for a strike. Suarez at second with 2 down. Ground ball left side. Fair ball. Coming home. He'll score, and that's a 2-out double.
Picks himself up an RBI. Just
Up
found a
next
way
for
to
the
slap that
Diamondbacks,
ball down the
the
third
center
base
fielder,
line. That's
Alex.
really excellent back control. And it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
And now the center fielder, Alec Thomas. He's 0 for 1. First pitch, and he just misses. Two outs and 1 in scoring position. And another ball. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Now fly ball to right center. Judge really on his horse for this one. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. So in the end, 10 come to the plate. 6 of them come around to score. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 10 and the Yankees 3. Back here in New York, and now first baseman Ben Rice.
The first baseman, Ben.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
And that one's a little bit low. And the count now 2-0. Strike 1. And a big swing and a miss.
2-2 the count.
Ground ball nailer. Steps on first for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera.
Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. That one's in there, 0-1. That's through there for a strike. Got him. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Goldie, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Next offering is down low.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
2-0 to count. Here it comes. There's a strike. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that extends the inning for Cody Bellinger.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts
now
where batting averages are just so much higher. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And here comes Bellinger.
Nope.
First
Ball
offering,
one.
and it just misses.
Ball one, no strikes.
And that's in for a strike. Next pitch is outside. That one missed. Aaron Judge on deck for the Yankees. Next offering is fouled back.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
2 outs. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Payoff pitch. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Here in the 5th inning, and here he is about to throw his 100th
The right
pitch.
fielder,
Man,
number
he's
99,
really had to grind through to get to this point.
So first and second with 2 outs. Aaron Judge digs in now. And there's a strike.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Next offering is downstairs. Activity in the Arizona bullpen. Bryce Jarvis getting loose out there. First and second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. And Judge takes a strike. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And his 11th strikeout in this one, really racking up the whiffs. Yanks strand a pair. Not what they were looking for. It's 10-3. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now the shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. That one ripped right center field. That's down. One hops off the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
All over that one right there. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his back path to the ball and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
This is Corbin Carroll.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Next offering upstairs. Activity in the bullpen. Will Warren getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Ottavino also throwing. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swing and a ground ball. Chisholm on the run, sends it over to first. On the money, nice play.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
So up next, Ketel Marte. Ground ball right side. Chisholm over to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third. Two down, bases empty. Now it's the right fielder, Pavin Smith. 1 for 3. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Two balls, no strikes.
2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across, and we're in the top half of the 6th.
Ball, that's out.
Fouled off left side. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So they get 1 run on 1 base hit, no errors, and nobody left on. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 11 and the Yankees 3. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Bryce Jarvis.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
So now the Yankees cleanup hitter, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come 1 at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
The Diamondbacks with some movement in the pen. Brandon Pfaadt up and loosening in the pen. Puck getting cranked up as well. There's a strike. 95 of that one. Struck him out looking.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. Got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
So digging in, Anthony Volpe. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
The catcher, number 28, Austin.
And next for New York, Austin Wells. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. That one ripped, but foul. And that one is lifted in the air. Thomas sizes this one up. Makes the grab, and that's the inning.
Leading off for Arizona.
Now up next for Arizona, Josh Naylor. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
Gomez back to work. Late on that fastball.
0-1. Ball, that pitch is out.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And misses inside. Got him looking. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Didn't agree with the call at the plate right there.
Now, Boog, in a game like this, that's just too close to take. It's a blowout game. Guys have been out here for a while. Umpires saying, hey, let's go. Cut it loose. Swing the bat.
Eugenio Suarez, the next to hit. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And ball 1. Fastball is outside.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And they'll do it again. Hit hard on the ground and up the middle, base hit.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, the catcher, Gabriel
Moreno stands in now for the Diamondbacks. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. Suarez, the base runner at first with 1 out. And a base hit right there. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
The designated hitter, Jake McCarthy.
And here is Jake McCarthy. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Not even close there. And now it's even 1-1. In the air, right field. Makes the catch for the out. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, the center fielder, Alek Thomas.
And now here is Alek Thomas. And that's in for a strike. First and second, 2 down. This one popped up. Volpe right there to make the grab. And that'll do it. Diamondbacks strand a pair, but still in command. It's 11-3. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Singy, when you played, how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No, I wouldn't. Even on the road trips, I was, pretty average. There were some guys that would dial it up, and there'd be some outfits where you're kind of double taking and saying, where in the world are you going? But overall, I'd say I kept it low key.
And that one is downstairs, and it's 2-1. Yeah, you see some guys into the fashion nowadays, and big on the gram, as the kids like to say. Post their fits, right? That's what you say.
Is that what it is?
It's a fit. Your fit, your outfit, your fit.
Got a little drip around the neck too.
Yeah, believe it. Scale of 1 to 10. How old do we sound right now?
really old, like close to Social Security benefits.
Yeah. Some high cheese for strike 3.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Rice in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1.
Hey. Hey.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The Yanks with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom of the 7th. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And downstairs. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Thomas sizing it up. He makes the grab. 2 down.
Now batting, the third baseman,
Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
2-1.
2 down, nobody on. And now 2-2.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When she elevates, guys aren't touching it.
Swung on, popped up left side. Suarez sizing this one up, and that ends the inning. So the Yanks go in order. Still 11-3. Ready to begin the 8th. Now, Geraldo
Perdomo.
Back up the middle and a base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
The next offering misses, and it's a ball and a strike. Nobody out, runner at first. Maybe a 2-ball, 5, 4, 3, and they turn the double play.
Oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Ketel Marte stands in now for the Diamondbacks. And that's in the dirt. Line to left. Dominguez makes the catch, inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 11 and the Yankees 3. Bottom of the 8th. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Paul Goldschmidt.
Paul Goldschmidt.
That's a strike. 0-1. And there's a ball.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a foul out of play. Not close with that one. The count now 2-2. And that's a strikeout. Ed Drummond says he went around.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Up next,
Bellinger up to hit.
The designated hitter, Cody Bellinger.
That one missing inside. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Perdomo hauls it in, 2 away.
Now batting, the right fielder, Aaron
Two out,
Judge.
space is empty. Stepping in, Aaron Judge. Judge rips that one, and that's a fair ball.
The batter,
Runner
number
first
13.
with 2 away.
Second
Now
baseman,
here is Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Jr.
Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That's back. Gone into Monument Park. That one landed amongst the legends. His 4th home run of the season. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 11-5.
Well, baseball gave us Jazz, and Jazz Chisholm Jr. gives baseballs to lucky fans with home runs like that. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
This one popped up. Marte should have it. And that'll do it. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. 9th inning coming up. Back after this on the show.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back.
New York
It's
Yankees.
the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the
Number
mound.
0.
Adam Ottavino.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score
Ottavino.
right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
And now the right
Leading off
fielder,
for Arizona,
Pavin Smith.
the right fielder,
1 for 4 with a
Pavin
double.
Smith.
First pitch just misses. Right through there for a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fights that one away, still 1-2. In the air, left side. Dominguez in and to his right. Makes the grab, 1 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Josh Naylor.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Josh Naylor. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Will Warren getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Now the 0-1. Ball 1 there.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Just off the inside edge. One down, base is empty. To the right side. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
Next to hit for Arizona, Eugenio Suarez. Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. And they add a run. It's 12-5. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. There was a cutter away. Kind of works like a slider. You've got to stay on it, let it travel a little bit, and then get your arms extended. Really good piece of hitting right there.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Gabriel Moreno. That one missed. On the ground to short, Volpe. Tosses across to first, and the inning is over. D-backs get 1 on the solo jack. We head now to the bottom of the 9th. Major League Baseball is on the show.
Now pitching for
Back
Arizona.
now as they hand the ball to a fresh
Number
arm to start
33.
the bottom of the 9th. A.J. Puk.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called
Leading
upon
up
with big
for the
leads
Yankees,
because it just
the
doesn't
catcher,
have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Flying drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning. So up next, Jason Dominguez. 0 for 3 in this one. That clips a corner.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Runner at first with no outs here. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good
Now
power
batting,
pitcher can
the
do.
first
He's hitting
baseman,
his spots, filling up the
Red.
strike zone. Sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
Sliced hard but foul. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Hard hit, left field, base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away. Oswaldo
Up
Cabrera
next for the Yankees,
stepping in now for the
Third
Yankees.
baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera.
Foul ball. Runners at first and second with one gone here in the last half of inning number 9. And that's through there for a strike. 0-2.
Well, a good slider from an opposite-handed pitcher has to stay in that tunnel just a little bit longer. Otherwise, recognition can cause you to barrel it up. And right there, the hitter clearly couldn't do anything with it.
Struck him out looking. Now only one out remaining.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves
Now
the ballpark
batting,
after
center
this
fielder,
one. That was his
Paul.
third strikeout, and this one looking obviously. So he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Goldie stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
Ball that's outside.
First and second, 2 down. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Oh, great stop. To his knee, the throw. Oh, the throw is over his head. But a great backup there, and no one will move up. Run comes in from second. It's 12-6.
Oh, that one right there had the looks of one of those plays of the week. Great diving stop, but he just couldn't set up to make a good throw. Maybe got a little too excited. He was probably feeling it as well, but either way, that's a tough play and a tough error.
So 2 on with 2 away. Now up as the Yankees DH, Cody Bellinger. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Close one, doesn't get the call. Now 2-0. Base hit, 1 run is in. Now a long throw home. Safe at the plate. It's 12-8.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. A.J. Puck out of the game, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching for
the new pitcher in the game, Brandon Falk.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Yeah, the hard-throwing righty trying to secure these outs against a potent Yankee lineup, but it starts with Aaron Judge. And there's a strike on the outside corner. The Yankees looking to rally. In the air, left field, down the line, and that'll fall for a base hit. And now 2 aboard.
The batter,
and up next
13,
for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle of the base hit. Back-to-back singles. Safe at home, and the runner scores from second. 12-9 is our score, and his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. Swing and a high fly ball left field, pretty well struck. That one is back. It's a ball. And we are tied. It's 12-12. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Brandon Fought done for the night, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for
Jalen Beeks on to pitch out of the pen here.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. And that one fouled off. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
And 1-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Trying to send this to extra innings. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Corrals it, and that is the inning. But a magical comeback is complete here in the last half of the ninth as they fight back to even it up. We're all even at 12 apiece. Back at Yankee Stadium, on to extra innings. Now it's the DH, Jake McCarthy. Ottavino back to work. On the ground to third, and it gets by him. And now runners at the corners, nobody out. So they hold the runner at third, wanting to play it safe. Think that comes back to bite him?
Boy, it's hard to say. That runner on second to start extras is critical, and you want to make sure you don't waste him. If they don't score this inning, there'll be some second guessing for sure.
Go ahead run on base. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Alek Thomas. Just missed.
Well, it's kind of deflating. You blow that lead in the bottom of the ninth. So here's a new opportunity. Hit the reset button. Try to get some more runs and then close it out in the bottom half of this one.
With the go-ahead run at third here in extra innings. Next offering is in for a strike.
1-1.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. And that one in the air center field. Drops into the glove. Runner tags from third. A big run scores on the sac fly. And they've got the lead in extra innings.
Oh, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough. And that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Adam Ottavino will depart, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for the
Will
Yankees.
Warren gets the ball now.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Geraldo Perdomo now at the plate.
Didn't always look promising, but they can still take this series with a win.
Fastball for a strike.
Hey, partner, how's your scorecard looking right now?
A little dicey, kind of hieroglyphics style at the moment. You know what it's like, Singy? Remember our trip to London, Yankees and Red Sox in 2019? I think there were, 50 runs scored in the two games combined. My scorecard was ugly for that series. That's off the mark. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, pretty ridiculous. And you use like 5 different colors of pens, so like it's just a mosaic over there.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're always judging the different pens. That, you know, I got the skinny scoring pen, and then I have the red, and then the black, and then I got a highlighter. So there is a lot going on. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Well, it gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs.
Runner on the go. There's a ball. Safe at second, and that was not close. That's in there, and a count 1-1. Action in the pen down there. Ryan Yarbrough getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Leiter getting loose as well. Man at second. Foul ball there.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Hard hit left side. Volpe throws it to first in time. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Last chance to even things up. We head to the bottom of inning number 10. Diamondbacks lead this one 13-12. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Justin Martinez. A chance at his first save of the year.
For Arizona, number 63, Justin Martinez.
The Yankees going with a pinch hitter, Pablo Reyes.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. So the tying run at second. That's to third. Throws across the diamond, and they get the leadoff man in the 10th.
Now batting,
couple of pitches and a quick out.
Right.
And here's the first baseman, Ben Rice. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
And that's a strike.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it. But this is where they earn their keep.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And the pitch is outside, ball 1.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Fouls it off, still 1-2.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Here's a 1-2. That one just misses.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Here's a 2-2. Popped up. Perdomo. 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera.
So it's their last chance in this one. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Oswaldo Cabrera. Trying to deliver as the hero. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
That one finds the zone, and that's strike one. Lifted to left, and this should do it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Diamondbacks slug their way to a win in this one.
Well, this is a big win on the road and going extras into 10. So hard to pull those out, but I think this team did a great job of keeping the crowd out of the ball game late. When you can do that, it kind of calms everything down, keeps the adrenaline of the opposing team down a bit, and you can steal a win and get out of here happy.
13-12 is how this one ends. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire